Hello guys, welcome to another video, and we've got another teaser today. I am super excited for this one, so let's just get straight into it. So in this teaser, Mark was showing off a new Prismatic Oil, which is obtainable only from the rewards in Blight and Blight Ravaged maps. So you won't be able to get this oil as a drop from an oil chest from a Blight that spawns in a normal map, only from the Blighted maps and the Blight Ravaged maps. And they've changed the recipes for some of the Anoints in the game. All of the Anoint-Only passive skills will now use these Prismatic Oils as part of the Anointment recipe. And they're going to be adding new Anoint-Only passive skills as well. And this is really exciting for me. I love this kind of stuff. Some of you who have been around this channel long enough may remember a video I made way back when I started making content, which was all about these Anoint-Only passive skills, many of which quite literally have been forgotten by many players by this point, if they even knew about them to begin with. I'll link that video in the description below if you want to check it out. But there are some really interesting Anoint-Only passive skills which already exist in the game and have existed since Blight League. For example, Hardened Scars, which increases life recovery from life flasks and grants 25% less damage over time taken during life flask effects. This one is very strong on a Pathfinder with Master Surgeon. Or Aspect of Stone, which grants an extremely rare stat, chance to avoid physical damage from hits, and quite a big chunk of it too at 20%. Or one of my personal favourites, Persistence, an Anoint-Only passive skill which grants a lot of flat minus damage taken from physical hits, which is based on your level. This one's strong when combined with armor and additional PDR to largely mitigate most, if not all of the damage from small and medium incoming physical hits. Now, in 3.25, they're going to be adding many more of these Anoint-Only passive skills, and we've had 2 of these new additions shown in the teaser. Incorporeal will make Elusive degrade in effectiveness 50% slower than it normally would. And it also makes it so that instead of needing to reduce all the way down to 0% effect for Elusive to be removed, it will instead be removed at 20% effect, which will mean that you'll still have some of the benefits of Elusive by the time it's stripped off, and then you can reapply it. The 50% slower expiry modifier is quite nice here. It means you'll be able to benefit for that higher effectiveness of Elusive for a longer period of time when first applying the buff, which is quite nice for things like Nightblade support. The second new Anoint-Only passive skill that was shown off in the teaser is Mixed Munitions, which will grant increased CDR for traps per mine detonated recently. Now this one is quite odd and does seem pretty niche. There is an interaction you could utilize which involves throwing mines to detonate, which then throw traps. And the reason that you would even make use of this interaction in the first place is because mines have a base throw speed of 0.3 seconds, which is half of the base throw speed of traps at 0.6 seconds. Add to that the fact that doing this makes mines throw traps, which means they'll automatically target enemies. However, the question is which trap you would use to benefit from the CDR the most. One of the best options may be the new Transfigured Seismic Trap of Swells, which can store 6 uses and has a base cooldown of just 0.75 seconds, which could be a perfect combination with this interaction, but I haven't tested it in game. Anyway, as I said earlier, this kind of change makes me super excited for not only this, but whatever else is in store for 3.25. The addition of many new Anoint-Only passive skills is awesome because, as you may have noticed, these passive skills are typically not like something you'd stumble across on the normal passive skill tree. And that's because with them being Anoint-Only, it gives GGG a little bit more design space and a little bit more breathing room to make some really interesting nodes. I'm super hyped about this one, guys. What do you think? And I'm super happy that they're actually going back to old mechanics and kind of adding new things to them. In this case, it's Blight. Maybe there'll be other stuff in this patch as well. What do you think? Let me know by commenting below. Thank you for your continued support, and thank you for watching this video. As always, stay tuned and stay safe.